What's going on, people? Today I'm doing a review of Slow and Low 84 proof Rock and Rye whiskey. This is a little can that every time I go to Total Wine, Bevmo, I always pass through and I always want to pick it up. So I decided I'm going to try it today, see how it goes, let you guys know how it tastes. Hopefully it's good. I don't know about the can, a little iffy, but I looked it up. It does have some history to it, so I should be in for a treat. That has some family meaning. You guys, I'm not here to give you guys a history lesson, so you guys can go ahead and look that up. Let's get to the important parts. It's 100 milliliter, 42% alcohol, so yeah, 84 proof. It's pretty decent. It is a rye whiskey. I do know the Slow and Low brand is coming out of Philadelphia, I believe. And but yeah, so how we're gonna do this? I'm gonna try this out of the can first, see how it tastes, and then I am out of my whiskey glass just so I can get a better smell for it, a better taste. I'm going to try it with some rocks since it is based on an old fashioned. So that's why if you read the back of the can, it's saying extra dry, it's saying straight on the front of the can actually. You can read it right there. So it's straight rye whiskey, raw honey, navel orange, rock candy, and bitter. So yeah, basically what you have here is in the can, slight variation. Well, maybe it is the original variation, I don't know, since there's so many, of an old fashioned. So we're having the rye whiskey, which for me, if you're going to do an old fashioned, rye whiskey is my choice. Raw honey, so maybe instead of syrup, maple syrup, simple syrup, we're going to have raw honey in it, so maybe this is a healthier choice to an old-fashioned. Rye is the best. It cuts through it, and it's fucking amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say fucking. I don't know if I can edit this. So, let's see. I don't know. It seems to have a lot of sweetness. Let's give it a go. Let's try it. So you guys can see. Ooh. Look at that. You gotta pull it. Am I doing this right? What the fuck? Smells good. I see. See, yeah, it kind of opens up a little interesting over here. You can definitely already. I got some of it on my finger. Straight. You can feel the honey, and what else? The rock candy will have a dissolve. It's very molassesy kind of feeling. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's there. Fuck, it smells good. I will do it out of the glass. I'll probably get a more accurate taste for it once it's in the glass, since I won't have the taste of the metal on the back. So I'll taste it out of the can first, and then I am going to actually put this on the rocks in pre-made old fashioned. So. First word that comes to mind, this is beyond smooth. It is smooth. Out of the can, pre-made. Might have to start drinking these. Wow. The rye's actually not that bad. I maybe should have looked into it more, but it is pretty damn good. You taste the rye. Let's see. That rye hits you first. Those orange bitters, definitely can taste them. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this on the rock so I can try. And you know what? I completely butchered it. I think the brand is Hochstadters. Hochstadters is the brand. Slow and Low is like this line of the whiskey. So we have the Slow and Low line of the rye blended whiskey they make with the honey and all this, like an old fashioned in a can. And I think they even do bottles of it, which I maybe will review. And then the brand is Hochstadters. I guess that's the brand as well, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But it's just a neat little bottle I wanted to pick out when I was picking up my bullet, my go-to. I'll be right back. Get some ice in this bitch. All right, well, I normally don't add ice to my whiskeys, especially scotches. Never do ice in scotch. That's horrible unless you're doing like a blended cheap scotch. please don't offend yourself. Don't offend the whiskey gods. Do not put ice in scotch. Okay, bourbon goes with ice. That's a rule. Take a scotch, you put ice, you ruin it. You're not getting any flavors. Don't joke yourself. You'll know if you taste the flavors, it's because you know what flavors you're looking for. You've had the scotch neat, and that's when you can get away with just having it on the rocks. And it's too smooth. It's too smooth. It goes down like water. You do bourbon with ice. Even then, a good bourbon shouldn't even be drunk with ice. Maybe a little water at most. But I'm doing this. Of course, I'm doing the trifecta. A perfectly 2.5. What is it? 2.5 centimeter ice cubes with this can with slow and low line of whiskey. Let's give this a go. I'm going to pour it up on it so you can see it. I don't want to spill it on this computer, so let's pour it right there. See? Oh shit! I guess you gotta pour it fast. Let's give this a go. Holy crap, man! Right off the bat, I'm seeing those oils on the side. Spilled a little bit of this fucker. Shit. That's okay. Look at that, the trifecta. See, when you put too much ice, it's going over. It's being exposed to the air. It's going over the whiskey, and you don't want that because then basically it's chilling the air and it's diluting into the whiskey. So you're not getting any chill factor in the whiskey, but you're just getting this lukewarm water from the ice that's just running off and diluting your whiskey for no reason. If you dilute, have a purpose. So I've noticed that 3 2.5 centimeter ice cubes perfectly fit in my dram for whiskey, and it gives it that perfect chill factor without too much dilution. If you put 4 in this type of glass, these are my favorite glasses, it sits on the top and it just basically melts into your whiskey and you get it diluted, and it's just as cold as this, but more diluted, so it tastes like shit. So this is what you want to do. 3 is the trifecta. If you want to do maybe a nicer bourbon, then I would say stick with the ice spheres. And I do big pours, so I don't have to worry about dilution. If I have a big sphere in there, I pour until the ice sphere is covered. So that's helped with that. So let's see. Let's taste this bad boy. Man, I hate to say this because I'm not going to be classy anymore, but I think I like this slow and low out of the can more than 95% of the old fashions I've had at fucking nice places. This is really damn good. I don't know if you can see. Look at that, the oils, man, mixing together. Woo. That is good. Kind of rambling on. I'm doing a whiskey review, and I'm not even talking about the flavors. Let's talk about the flavors now. We got a little texty text. I don't know if any of you guys watch Flaked. That's a good show. Let's try this. Right off the bat, orange, getting them orange bitters going on. I would say the rock candy, since it is in this bottle, I would say it's adding a sweetness, but I think it's more of the honey that's doing the sweetness for me. I would say it's a consistency, almost like if you guys had a Jägermeister or something, and it almost has like a molassesy feeling. This is like way less than a Jägermeister, but it has that like molassesy feeling. I think that's the breakdown of the rock candy in here, and I think that's adding something unique to this. It's like I like it more than an old fashioned. I mean, this probably was the old fashioned before the old fashioned came out. This was the old fashioned, just didn't have a name, old fashioned. So it's pretty damn good. You're getting let's go off the smell. Definitely tasting the orange. No burn at all. This is already mixed with stuff. It's only 84 proof. It's only 42% rye whiskey, which is pretty low. It's like a Scotch. But I would say the only thing I'm getting from this is a little bit of the rye. I'm smelling the alcohol, just no burn, and all orange bitter. That's all I'm smelling. An old fashioned. Imagine old fashioned is what it smells like. But when you really get the difference of how this differs from old fashioned is when you taste it, because you're not going to smell the consistency, but when you taste this, you're getting like a molassesy taste, which I believe is from the dissolved rock candy, and the honey. I guess the honey would add some to the consistency, but I think I noticed if you ever dissolve a bunch of rock candy, it kind of makes it like a thickerness to it. That's what's going on here. Floral scents. It's smooth all around. I don't know how to explain it. There's nothing more going on than what it says on the can. It's floral. It's the floralness is the orange bitter. It's good. Based out of Philadelphia. Honey's coming from Pennsylvania, birthplace of rye whiskey. If you guys, do a little history. This is not for a history lesson. I'm gonna finish my drink. It's good. I recommend go out and get yourself some Slow and Low. I ain't getting paid from them. It's just a cool little whiskey that I saw when I was checking out from Total Wine. So pretty good. There you guys go. And if you go on their site, they got some nice looking things on that site. So can't mess up there. All right, I'm gonna watch some Flaked and see you guys later. I'll do